Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft YouTube video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build this fully automatic crop farm. And yes, I mean fully automatic. You can farm wheat, carrots, potatoes, and beetroot. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first step in this is making 3 9x9 chunks. Okay, so what you're going to do is just take any block to make like that sort of bottom layer, I would say, and I'm just gonna use some polished diorite just because I like that block. But anyways, so let's go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 10 11, and now you're gonna go right here on this one 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then place one block, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then you're gonna place one block, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, now once you've done this, place one block right there, and now we can go 9 again. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. There we go, and just place one more. And now what we can do is just run all the way down to the other side. Okay, so now that we got this basic outline, now what we're gonna do is break all the grass here. So we're gonna break all the grass that is underneath here, because this is where we're gonna put our hoppers. And now once you've done this, if there's any holes, you're definitely gonna make sure to fill them. So go in just like this, and just fill it with some grass blocks, because we're going to place minecarts on them, and we definitely don't want that dip to be there. Okay, so now that we've hollowed out this whole area, now we can mark the middle of it. Since there's no exact middle, we can just go a little bit off the middle. But okay, so you're going to want to dig 2 blocks down and place one redstone torch, and keep doing that. So 2 blocks down, torch, 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 2 blocks down, torch. And there we go. And now we're going to want to cover this back with dirt, and make sure you know exactly where that is. So just by marking this, just do that, and then cover it back up, and then just keep placing your powered rails. And now what we're going to do is place 1 2 and 1 2, and keep doing that with all the powered rails. So it'll be a total of 5 powered rails right here, and keep doing that. Okay, so now that we have this section here, we can take our hoppers just to mark the collection system area, and go 1 2, and we will need 2 hoppers. And now make sure to break these 2 blocks to leave a chest. And now after that, we're going to want to make a chest. So 1 2, a chest right there, and then we can cover it back up with this stone. And if you are not much of a redstone person, do not worry, this is not that much redstone, but this is the smallest bit of redstone we have to do here. Okay, so what we have to do first is, let's place one comparator right there, and once we do that, well, we can go out and do this, place one right there. And after we do that, we can just cover this torch up, and then place a comparator facing this way, and it should light up. Okay, now that we have done that, just make sure to actually fill in this area, because it actually will not work without it being filled in. And so do not go just trying it and make sure it works before you cover it up. So make sure you cover that up. Now once you do that, we can just take our normal rails and fill in this area. So just line this whole area, and when you get to the powered rails, just keep going. And then just turn the rails right there to give like an infinite pattern basically. And if you miss any, you just fill them back. Okay, and now once you've done these 2 rows and you come right back to here, you are going to want to put a powered rail on this hopper and cover this hopper with a dirt block, or any block really, but dirt is the best. And now once you do that, just place that, and there we go. So whenever the hopper minecart goes on here, it will go there, and if it detects it has items, it will stop for it. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just leave that system there, and there you have it. Now just keep filling in this whole area with rails, and you should be good to go. Okay, and if you're wondering when you get to the end what to do right here, just break 2 blocks under, place a redstone torch, and once you do that, then place a power rail, and then that should keep the system going. Okay, and now that we finished this, it's time to test it. And now we've actually just thrown some of these on the track, and let's test if it actually works. So we can just start it by placing it right there, and let's see if it goes the whole track, and it looks like it's working pretty good. Okay, and now our minecart is headed back, and let's see if it stops. And you know, once it stops, it's doing pretty good. And there we go, and it's perfect. And now the 12 slime balls we placed are back in the chest, and it is working efficiently. And so all you really need is all of this to pick up all of the materials your villagers will be dropping. But there we go, that is a first section done. Okay, now let's move on to the second part of this build. Okay, so if you want, you can leave that there, but for now, I'm just going to take that off. Okay, so the next part is you need to fill this whole area in back with dirt. So just fill in this whole area, and this is honestly pretty time consuming, but don't worry. So now that we've finished filling in all of this dirt, now what we can start to do is this. So we can start counting. So we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now once we've done this, we can go here and place all blocks spanning from here. And this is a 9x9 cube right here. And just to double check, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there we go. We have a 9x9 cube, and that is basically what you want. You want 3 9x9 cubes. So we can repeat this in the middle section. Now we have 3 even chunks. Okay, so now once we've done this, we can find the middle of this 9x9 chunk. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right here. And then we can go out by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And right in the middle, place that stair, you fill it in with water, and that will fertilize all the crops. And repeat this in all 3 squares. Okay, and now once you've done this, you can get your netherite hoe out. Now you can get your very, very fancy netherite hoe out and just start tilling up this whole area, which I think is super, super satisfying. And now that you finish that, you can take your composter and stick it right on top of there. And this basically works as the villagers' workbench, and that just gives them their job. But make sure these are composters. Okay, so the next thing to do is take any type of glass, and I'm just gonna do light blue and blue just to give some variation, but just go around just like this and place 2 layers. You're probably wondering if you fill in these, and yes, you do. So actually fill in this layer too. And there we go. That is one section complete like that, but let's finish these 2 other sections. And now we have finished all this. It looks very uniform. Now it is time to actually plant your crops. Okay, so you can use any of these 4 crops. You can use potatoes, wheat, carrot, and beetroot. So for this video, I'm going to be farming potatoes. Okay, and now once we've finished up all this, you're not going to want to put the roof on yet, but you are going to want to do this. So find the middle glass part and just go over it with some slabs. And this still allows the villagers to get in, but we really don't want the villagers jumping on the composter and basically kind of ruining the crops. And once you put a slab over there, you're going to want to do that for all of this, just because you really don't want the villagers jumping on the crops and ruining them the second they get in. So you can repeat this process with both of them, and keep planting the crops and keep doing this. Okay, now that we've fully potatoed this whole area, now we can actually move in our villagers. And now I'm not going to spend all day moving these villagers and bore you guys to death. So I'm just going to spawn in these villagers, and they're actually going to sync to their tables. And there we go. And I'm just spawning them in because I really do not want to have to move the villagers. But you can watch another tutorial on that. Okay, whatever. So now that we've got our villagers in and they're going to do their thing, let's actually put on our roof. And you're just going to slab this up again with whatever material you want. I'm just going to use the same material I used on there, on the bottom, except I'm just using the slab variant of it. And once you do that, you're done. Okay, so now that we're done with this roof, now we can do the last detail. You actually need to fill the villagers' inventory up, so whenever they harvest potatoes, they will not pick them up. Okay, so this is what you need to do. Just throw a bunch of potatoes out on the ground right there, and your villagers are gonna go pick it up. Okay, and now that the villagers' inventory is full, it actually cannot pick up any more potatoes, and it takes about 8 or 9 stacks of potatoes, but you have to do this for the farm to be as efficient. And now once you've filled up all of their inventories, they'll just walk away. And there you go, you are actually done with the whole farm right there, and just put that last slab, and there you go. The most important thing though is that you fill up all their inventories with potatoes. And now once we've done this, I guess we can go in and place our hopper minecart back there. There we go, we've placed our hopper minecart, and now once we let it go, it should take a little bit, but it will come back and give us a bunch of potatoes. But I have something else about the villagers. If you're wondering why they aren't producing food when it's raining, that's because they do not farm things when it's raining, even if they're undercover. So I really do hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and it actually took a while to make, so sorry if it was delayed. But this farm is so efficient, and I hope it works just as good as it did for me for you guys. So thank you for watching if you're watching to this point, and I'll see you in the next one.